Afternoon, good day, good morning to everybody out there. John Kirk with TakeOffA.com, bringing you today's best offers, some insights into the travel business, and all things good to do with travel. So we've got to cover off today Havana and Varadero. We've got a great trip to Grand Cayman with WestJet Vacations, and an exciting bucket list checker for sure to Rio de Janeiro, brought to you by Air Canada Vacations. So we've got a bunch to get through, so we'll get started here. A couple of weeks ago, you recall, when we had some great offers to Varadero, that I was mentioning if you're going to go to Cuba and if you're going to be in Varadero, that you must get to Havana for all the reasons that I mentioned. I'll talk about that a bit now. But Hola has now brought up a great program where they've got combo products. So you fly into Varadero. It's 3 nights or 4 nights in Varadero. Let me just check. 4 nights in Varadero, 3 nights in Havana. Your stay in Havana is at the Hotel Nacional, which is a spectacular, beautiful hotel built in the 20s and 30s, I believe, and it's probably the only place in the world where the mafia is celebrated. So you go up to the rooftop bar. It's where Al Capone and Bugsy Siegel and everybody hung out at this hotel. Very, very, very cool. You can sit down on the front lawn and have a mojito right looking at the Malecon and the ocean. It's a spectacular place. And obviously, Old Havana is just a place God to see. There's over 600,000 Americans that visit Cuba currently, and that's with it being pretty much illegal. So when it becomes legal, I think it's going to be tough to move around in that little city of Old Havana. So that product is $738 per person. When you stay at the Hotel Nacional in Havana, it includes breakfast and dinner daily for 3 nights, and it includes 4 nights at the Amelia property in Varadero. And whilst at the Amelia property in Varadero, it's an all-inclusive, so it's all your meals and drinks and everything else. It also includes round-trip transfers between Havana and Varadero. So I think one part of it is actually via air, so you fly on the Cubana A320s. That's noteworthy. This is on the Cubana Airlines with Hola. They don't have those 1950s German or Russian-made planes anymore. These are state-of-the-art A320s on Cubana Airlines, so it's all safe and comfy, and you'll be fine. So, but absolute great value, $738 per person, so it's a 7-night vacation, and it's got a split duration, and you can get to see Havana. Very, very cool. So check out TakeOffA.com. We've got a link there to this deal, and it's with Hola as well. Also noteworthy is they've started up a program out of Halifax, which is year-round. So for those people on the East Coast, you can get down to Cuba with Hola for vacations year-round now, which is very, very, very cool for the people out on the West Coast. Next, WestJet Vacations, something you don't see every day. Trips to Grand Cayman, June 19th departure, 7 nights accommodation at the Sunshine Suites in Grand Cayman. It's an all-suite property with a mini kitchen in there, so the price of burgers won't kill you in Grand Cayman. Mini studio, I said, in each room. It's about 200 yards from the beach, right beside the spectacular Ritz-Carlton property down there. Taxes are $185 per person, which includes continental breakfast. So a great little place to get down to, because Grand Cayman is one of those places you hear about. It's kind of got the mystery attached to it. But you know, for 700 and change plus the taxes, you know, you're right by 7 Mile Beach. Really, really neat place to get to. Also includes 2 free trips to Stingray City, a snorkeling trip, which may not seem like much to talk about, but trust me, I've been there. I've done this Stingray City snorkeling trip, and they drop you in the middle of all these stingrays, and they actually put jelly on your head, and the stingrays come and they actually suck the jelly and eat this stuff off your head, which is why I don't have any hair anymore. No, I'm kidding, but it is very true. I mean, it's a great thing to get thrown in there, and they've got free turtle schooling as well for children as well that are 17 years and under. When you book this WestJet vacation product, it's included in that. Speaking of your bucket list, Rio de Janeiro, obviously a must-see. I mean, everybody's got to get to South America one time in their life. I haven't been to Rio de Janeiro, on my bucket list for sure. This is a really cool, well-rounded offer brought to you by AirCanadaVacations.com. It's a 13-day, 10 nights. I guess everybody misses a couple of nights when you're in Rio, no matter what. But seriously, though, The Passions of Brazil is the name of the tour. It includes round-trip airfare from Toronto, If you want to go from Calgary or Vancouver, you just add $220 to the airfare, to the price point, which is pretty neat because that's not a whole lot to add to your to the pricing anyways. So it's $39.99 per person, and that includes your round trip airfare from Toronto, $220 more if you're going to go from Vancouver or Calgary. You visit the Iguazu Falls, the Amazon, Salvador da Bahia, all the domestic flights within Brazil, hopping back and forth to these places as well. Includes 14 meals throughout the journey. It includes visits to the Iguazu Falls on the Brazilian side as well as on the Argentinian side. Again, $3,999 per person. Departures September 7, 21, October 12, and 26. They've got limited space on this, so make sure you check it out on takeoffa.com or aircanadavacations.com. We've got a link to it there. Something you can check off your bucket list if you want to get down to South America. So there you have it. That's all of our great offers for today. Thanks very much for tuning in and your continued viewership. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.